We are live for one last time then. For Tier 2 Season 7 here. For is come down to the final race for a championship battle between your two men at the top, between MightyBoo and Johno. Obviously Kookaburra for it to fall his way. But we're not ruling them completely out, but it is obviously mainly between MightyBoo's on screen now and then John. I believe it's what,
I believe Jonathan says that he's tucking into a Chinese for preparation, but I think it's a 6-point gap.
Yeah,
although it's essentially 7 points because if they finish level, MightyBoo will win on count.
Yeah, because
he's got to jump him. He needs to outscore him by 7.
Yeah, how many? MightyBoo's got 4 wins, I think, this season compared to John's 2. So yeah, in that sense of countback, he's got the advantage over him. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that and just see what happens. As we cut to CT3, I think he's reserving to. I think he might be the first one to cross the line on a time. And see the Red Bulls in front of him, but I think they're on out laps. Yeah, they are. Who else have we got down? Brad is once again reserving. I know, good race. That was quite painful for him in Brazil, but it was looking good until the pit stops. CT3 on screen, he's just invalidated this time. And that's it in terms of reserve, as Chesney then first across the line gets a 31.8. There's a kick behind MightyBoo about to start his run as well. Got Ferrari come to the line as well, which is Kurobot, I think, just finishing his first run. Yeah, and he goes provisional pole, 4 tenths dunked on Chesney. Yeah, and then Nitro next up slots in ahead of Chesney as well with a 0.7. Who else have we got? We've got K1 come to the line. K1 has been boasting some impressive times in practice. So I think this man might be something to be reckoned with, and yeah, he goes provisional pole, beating that time from Kurobot. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see who's on in that fight for pole, because Ali's got a 36.2 as well. Because yeah, based on the times that we've seen, K1 might be the man to beat for pole. Which is slightly interesting considering we've got a championship fight between 2 of the drivers, and he might be the man to watch out of anything.
I'm interested to see what Johno and MightyBoo can swam with and whether or not they found more pace. Kookaburra's up next in line, but yeah, it's too flat.
Attention now onto the Red Bulls. They cross the line very close on track, so whether they've helped each other out with a bit of toe. First one across the line, Camper goes provisional pole, and his teammate Gremick just a bit behind then, 31.7 slots into 5th. But again, the Red Bulls, based on time trial laps, they were another team that, they've got impressive times. So again, these might be 2 other people that slot somewhere into the mix. Brad is next up as well. Like we've said, shown good pace in the previous races, so where can he slot in on this first lap? Puts it 7th, just ahead of Kookaburra.
MightyBoo now, provisional pole.
1.2, statement first drive. And then final runs. Yeah, so that's Nitro in. Curveball.
I think up next to the line. I think Fazar's next to complete his lap just about to finish. And final slight bend, and then yeah, 32 for that.
Already there's a couple of people very close in terms of their times. Top 8 in the 31s. Look at their field spread though already. MightyBoo low 31s as a comparison to, you can just go to Laurie, that's almost a second difference between the top 10. Just 3 cars yet at times as well. Obviously Troy Tails Burner retiring after serving his qualifying, after racking up 6 penalty points last time out in Brazil, after a collision with Mr. Nitro, I believe. But Turbo then just started his first run as well. Lots of people not happy with the season finale being at Vegas. So obviously one of these tracks that's very difficult, very slow.
After we started driving it, we regretted it as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, lots of people obviously would expect Abu Dhabi as a finale, but I just think that's a bit basic. I think we've been called out in the past for basically every season running Vegas as running Abu Dhabi as the finale. So it's nice to mix things up and have something a bit different. Oh, Shocker's in the chat as well. Hello, Mr. Shocker. Race winner, by the way, in Tier 1. Good evening, Gabriel, Perro, and Nikolai.
The whole load of people coming in first one.
Yeah, Laurie crossing the line on his next run, but I think he's charged up to go again actually. So we'll have a look behind. Turbo just behind him, coming down the main straight as well. So we'll see what Turbo can do on his first run. It's at 14th right now without a time.
Oh, I've just cut through Ali as he spins into the wall and gets front wing damage.
Yeah, Ali currently sat on it. Oh, and Turbo just catches the wall just coming to the line, so I don't know if that's going to impact his time at all. Would have probably lost a bit. Used all his ERS as well, so he's on deploy use, which is going to heavily slow him down towards the line. Still good enough for P2 though, so 1 millisecond behind MightyBoo as well, so very, very good first time.
The entering deploy use and that's for exposed.
Yeah, you look how much time that would have had. I think that's easily lost him a 10th there. So Turbo with plenty of time left in the bag as well if he can sort out his ERS usage. As we cut back to Mist CT333 to the line on his first run. He cuts it P13 above Ali and Slippy. Nice to see another tier 3 driver getting in the mix as well, obviously. RIP tier 3. After an initial projection with sign-up numbers, we've decided just to bin it for now. Obviously, it might come back in the future, but for now, it won't be advertised, won't be talked about. So tier 3 is done and dusted for now. So just the tier 1 and tier 2 races to watch on a weekly basis.
Laurie Banders was massive. Worked it well there with MightyBoo to get a nice stream, but
And MightyBoo's in the pits as well, so he's invalidated his run. Shocker's asking then about title permutations. What you have wrote all those down, didn't you? What is the?
Yeah, I wrote them
it's very
down.
detailed.
Almost. Yeah, it's going to drag all the way down, but I mean, really, it might just be as simple as if John.
In terms of victory, yeah, the gap is close enough really that if either of them wins, obviously if MightyBoo wins, it's done and dusted. But if Johno wins, I think points-wise that's enough, disregarding the extra points and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the simple bits is if John outscores him by 7 points, he will win.
Yeah.
And then Cuthbert's got a whole load of ground to make up the points well. Really, it's only one to consider if something happens for those two.
Actually, he's valid again on his run. So you've got McLaren coming to the line. That's Chesney that puts a P5, finding 4 tenths on his second run. Still 7.5 minutes left of the session as well, so time for 1 or 2 more runs. That's Nitro just crossing the line. I think he's going again. Got enough ERS yet, charged up, ready to go.
Apparently the game might be too guys.
Yeah, it's the same as always. Well, I can drop it a little bit if people want me to. Oh, my settings. No one can have a look at my settings. Master volume's on 3, so yeah, shouldn't be too loud. This is Paul. This is how it always is, lads. Come on. You should be avid tier 2 watchers. This is Laurie. Yeah, Laurie hops back in. Beautiful. One click is safe today. Who's that coming to the line? I think that's Camper just about to start his run as well. We've got Slippy about to come around to the line as well on his run. Looks like he's up as well. So hopefully he can move off the bottom of the pack so far. Where's this going to slot Slippy? Only at the one place, finds 6 cents though, but it gets him closer to the pack at least, just with Ali behind him. Johno's yet to set a time. Bro's really just been tucking into his Chinese, hasn't he?
So, he's on his way out then, but
better late than never.
Nitro. I assume Nitro's heading into the pits because he's absolutely drained his ERS to the point where he's on 0%. So, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, Chimp's asking if him and Gabriel can hop in. No. Nah, to be fair, we didn't let Constella in, so it's only fair that we shut it out for anyone else. Let's keep things fair, guys.
Chesney almost taken into the wall.
Is he just back in? I think he's just coming into the pits, isn't he, on that run? Oh,
yeah, he just ran very deep into the final turn.
Brad is on a good lap as well.
Because again, he's below this 10% mark.
5%, yeah.
Views, so. You'd imagine if he was on a good run, he's going to throw away a lot of time at the end, but he still goes provisional pole.
Front 3 in the .2s, but yeah, Brad is pipping them as of now. But yeah, like you said, throwing away lap time at the end just through ERS usage, because it obviously turns it off then, and you're just throwing away that time of just sitting it in medium or something, or just letting it tick down naturally rather than getting to that limit. As Camper then down on this time, so he's in the pits. So we've got a Hasden coming up next. I think that's CT3 starting his next run with a Ferrari behind him. Just Kurbo then, he's also in the pits, low on fuel. So do you know what, we're going Bob with Johno. First run of the session actually for Johno. No pressure, lads. His championship rival up in P2, Johno currently sat in P17 without a time, so clutch point for Johno needed. Looks like he's fueled enough for 2 runs as well, as he's purple then in the first sector, whether that's just a visual glitch or actually the case. So we'll have to wait and see as he comes through into the tricky left-hander going onto the main straight here, whether he can get it right, catch any curve. We'll see if the bollard's still here as well. It is not, no, that's long gone.
Yeah, I assume that probably went on the first set of runs.
Into sector 3, purple again in sector 2. Down the long main straight, still 50% of his ERS left, not touching as well, so might know something in comparison to the other drivers in terms of his usage. The ERS goes on down into the last couple of corners there as well. Can he get it right? Can he keep it pointed in the right direction? Bit of curb, no invalidation, and doesn't touch the wall. So yeah, all nice and clean for John on his first run. But what time is this going to put him? Is it going to be a purple 1 and 2 to put him in the fight for provisional pole? It's looking good. It does 31.0, 2/10 difference to the 3 and the 20 to the 0.2s behind. So Johno doing what he needs to do, putting a provisional pole behind CT3 in the pits. Phase out all out of shape, starting his run as well. Kookaburra marginally down. Big slide.
Huge slide, yeah. I don't know if not he's going to continue this time or not, but there's a lot of time left.
It's going to be interesting to see how people fare in the race. Firstly, in terms of strategies, what people are actually going for, and then in terms of collisions, because it's one of these tracks, just because of the low grip, you would expect there to be a bit of chaos. So something to watch out for and see if that has any impact on the championship fight. Really, as Kookaburra is slightly up on his time, just under 1/10.5, which might not move him up at all. Actually, it's whether he can then push past Nitro and Gremic on a 0.7, but he's going to have to find some time through sector 3. He's got a yellow flag behind. I think there's people just jockeying for position in the first sector. Yeah, no curb. Kookaburra. Yeah, nice and clean in sector 3. To be fair, from Kookaburra, this is enough then to put him up past the 0.7. There's a big difference when you look. Kookaburra, Nitro, Gremic, and Kurbo all separate by 0.6, and the Kookaburra slots nicely in that gap though, with a 0.5, high 0.5, and fills that gap nicely. So that's going to be Johno in the pits behind him as well. Kurbo about to start his run as well. Who's that behind him? Let's phase out. I think he's going to finish his time, but after the slide we saw, I don't know if this is going to... Still got loads of his DRS left as well. Stays... Oh, he's just about to start his run. I actually don't know what phase I was doing. But Turbo to the line next. Provisional pole again for Turbo. First man into the 0.9s as well. 30.9 for Turbo. So it puts... Not that... Oh, collision between him and... Who was that? Gremic. Gremic coming out of the pits. Oh dear. I mean, I don't think that could have been much more avoidable for Gremic. Gremic was literally pulled away to the side of the track. Very hard done. Where is Gremic? He's currently sat P10. Just about to start his final run as well. Oh my god.
For Gremic then to get the 5th place, but at least from Turbo's perspective, he's already low on fuel and just done his final run.
Yeah.
But lucky he hasn't ruined his qualifying.
I mean, I'm just looking to see though if Gremic's got damage. Because if he's got damage, that's going to really impact his final runners. Jono's done then. 1 lap and out for Johno.
Is that in a walk? Because I think he's out on track, isn't
Oh, he's left the session. That's
the session.
A quick rage critter with a... I mean, it's enough at the moment to beat him, to get him ahead of MightyBoo, but obviously he's not getting that extra point. Because Turbo's just nicked past him as well. Yeah, Johno's back in.
Turbo retires. So I've just gone past someone on the wall then. I assume that's Turbo trying to limp back to the pits. He's not got the right turn in there.
Yeah, so provisional pole for Turbo, but he's not going to see the session out. He's in the chat with the crying face. Oh dear. Right to the line then. Gremic and Camper come, so we'd see if Gremic was impacted. Hopefully that doesn't impact the Has behind.
Gone into all the track or...
No, I think he's pulled aside. I'll quickly try and see if I can get on board with that and see.
3.5 tenths MightyBoo is up. So already, if he can keep this together, he'd be looking to take that pole position.
He has been a man of a good one lap pace this season. Obviously nicking that point on multiple occasions already. He's already got 3 poles this season, so this could be his 4th, and it'd be a big one to get it on the season finale, on the day that he needs it. Getting a cheeky bit of toe as well.
Yeah, there are flags all across this track, but he's managed to avoid everyone, so...
Might have 4 tenths in the bag here, so we'll see as the checker flag goes then. So final lap's coming in now. Oh, MightyBoo slightly catches the wall, but I don't think it's going to matter in terms of how much time he has. Still got 30% of his ERS left. Doesn't want to drop it too low. He's gone into deploy use. But who cares? Yeah, 30.8.
Sure, well, not on the line. Gremic jumped up P2.
Which is
probably
a painful
best result of the season, then yeah, he's going to drop 5 positions.
Kerbold's done behind. Brad is on his last run.
It said up 2 tenths.
Again, he's on deploy use. He's used too much ERS.
Yeah. But this was the same on his actual lap, so he's going to carry through his time. He goes up to 4. That's everything.
Wow. Painful for Gremic to drop, but what a time. MightyBoo doing everything he needs to do, and that's going to be Turbo starting on the front row alongside him. Turbo asking for a restart. I mean, I know it's a pain, but realistically we don't do that. I know it's a pain for him, but if anything will get done about it, it's just going to be something that gets dealt with the stewards as opposed to...
From what we saw on stream, I don't think he's got a grid drop there. I think it's only Gremic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was saying a restart for Gremic to get Gremic's
okay. I thought he was also stuck with one.
But Gremic though, yeah, well, it's a shame, but he's going to have to drop. We don't do restarts. Because then it would take another 3 hours to get the thing done. But yeah, MightyBoo doing everything he needs to do then for the championship. Fight gets that extra point, bagging that pole position, just short. Gremic behind by just under half tenth. Turbo bagging it, P3 with Bradders joining him on the second row. Johno as well, not too far away though, P5 after only doing 1 run with a 31 flat. Kerbod stepping in again for P6, Camper P7. K1 was, I mean, he would have been someone in the question for the fight for pole. So the fact that he's towards the back end of the top 10 is a bit of a surprise personally, but still in the mix obviously. So
I think it's a very easy track just to not get a lap in though here. So
yeah,
it's a bit of a surprise, but I think it is easily done.
Oh, Kinsella, take a picture, you beautiful man. I think we've got it there, but that's fine.
Yeah, I've got it as well, but cheers, lad.
On to the race though, so firstly we'll have a look at tyres just after we get past turn 1. And then we'll see what strategy's going for, any undercuts, any long runs going on. Firstly we'll have a look at and see if MightyBoo and John are on the same strategy. Or the John feels like he might need to push past the 4 cars out of him and the 3 cars to get closer to MightyBoo. Gabby's in the chat. Hello. Hi. Troy as well. We'll see what Troy can do from the back because he was setting some decent times as well. So plenty to watch. Obviously cars on the banking behind, but 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go then. For the season finale, Turbo gets a very good launch then, looking to beat MightyBoo down to turn 1. And he does, so MightyBoo he gets overtaken then down by Turbo Snell into turn 1. Nice and clean so far through the fields. Johno already up towards the back. Faisal with an awful start. I don't know what's happened to Faisal. But coming into turn 3 then. Any drama?
Move as well. gets it done, so he's up to P3.
Kurabot and Camper, a bit of contact behind, so he's got a yellow flag towards the back. That's Chesney.
There's a couple of cars, Chesney, Nitro and Ali all round.
Ali with that front, well, part of his front wing as well, as phase out slides through to Nick P16, and whether he has to give that back or not, we'll have to see. Still ghosted in between Nitro and Chesney, but that's another lap on collision for Chesney. I feel like he's always getting caught up in the walls these last couple of weeks.
It almost seemed Ty Grid on the same strategy as well. Only K1 has decided to go different with the hards. Everyone else is on the medium.
Kookaburra with a ballsy move down before the straight on Kookaburra. Yeah, we quickly flick the tyres on the seat. Yeah, so only K1 then on the hards. So he's already lost a couple of positions.
Yeah, than this, but
Troy up 7 positions.
Going to take the lead back from Turbo as well.
Troy up 7 from the start. Kookaburra, not Kookaburra. Oh yeah, Kookaburra's up 4. I was going to say K1 on those hard tyres, feeling a bit of a slow start on the different compounds, down 3 positions. Look at Johno though, yeah, Johno's looking to get involved already right on the back of MightyBoo. Looking to get Turbo into turn 1. And yeah, he's squeezing him out wide though, doesn't want to make it too dangerous. He has to think long time.
In here over the inside line, yeah.
Ryder's trying to get involved as well. I think he's just going to swoop past as well. Turbo getting mugged down the straight. Oh, this is going to be dangerous side by side. Just yields. Oh, Turbo a bit of contact with the wall, but yeah. So John is doing everything he needs to do. Already up enough to be right on the gearbox then of his championship rival. Needs to get the move done on track and finish ahead. So now that MightyBoo's had pole, does that mean that John needs the fastest lap and to win this race?
Yeah. If it's 1-2 with Johno winning, Johno will need to get fastest lap to win the championship. MightyBoo can finish second with the pole point.
No pressure, Johno. I'll flick on the telemetry as well so we can keep an eye on ERS usage to see how much battery people have got. Johno heavily down on it after he's been draining on these first 2 laps to push up the order. MightyBoo sat comfortably on 60% as well. Brad is just trying to get that move done that he tried to get on down to turn 4. Past Turbo as well, slotting into P3. Action. All contact behind.
The final corner. Yes, Curable is slid as well, and there's a V carb down there. That's Kookaburra.
Yeah, I think Kookaburra got spun by one of the Red Bulls, if I'm right, as he tries to ghost back through the order as he gets ahead of Kurabold. Oh, contact again. He cuts across. I think he just cut across K1 there and put in the wall. I think he's missing an end plate. He is. Oh, and Troy gets involved and barges K1 out of the way. Oh, more contact. Kookaburra in the wall again after contact win.
And this had impact on the, I think K1. Troy then lost it into K1 who takes wing damage.
Oh, very messy. Towards the back end of the points. Both Haas is trying to swoop in as well and steal some places. Back of this train, it's 5 seconds back to Nitro after that lap 1 collision, but a couple of drivers with damage in it. And it doesn't look like... I mean, it's painful already, isn't it? He looks like he's going to have to pit P9 right now with damage. I think, has Kurapol got any damage as well? He's involved there. I don't know if he's... I think he's still got all his wing.
No, I think he's missing the right end plate. I'm trying to get a better angle, but I think it's missing.
I'll have a see down the straight. We can have a see. Yeah, it's gone. So there's 3 cars in this train then without the end plate.
I wonder if they'll just try a couple more laps and then go to the hards, because the hards can take you a long way, so maybe we will see them straight in as Johno takes the lead out in front.
Oh, contact between Camper and Baradas as well as they come around the final corner.
Oh, Kurabo's in the wall. I think he tried the move on the lorry and overshot it and managed to end up in the wall somehow.
Oh, it's very close up here. Cooper trying to almost phase himself through lorry into turn 1 as Troy's trying to get involved. Safety car towards the... What's happening back there then?
I'm trying to figure out what the front order is as well. I think Turbo Snail... no, Turbo Snail's dropped behind. I didn't know if he'd just have MightyBoo before that was called. But I don't know what's caused it.
People are changing their wing, but I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know if that's from a collision now or whether that's from a recent collision that's triggered the safety car.
I think there's just a lot of wing everywhere from what I've been watching.
Alex is asking as well then, if Johno wins without the fastest lap and Boo comes second without the fastest lap, They'd be
Boo wins
level.
the championship.
Yeah, so Boo wins on count
Yeah.
back then because he's got 4 wins compared to Johno having the 2. Bit of a mud way to win it, equal, but I mean it's fair game at that point. It's what you've done in the 11 races prior to this, and safety car involved in this as well, mixing it right back up. Whether people choose to chuck on the hards as well. Obviously, these people have missed the pits. Nitro fades out, Ali at the back chucked on the hards as well. So another dice gets thrown into the mix as well. Driller's back in. Chesney to win the race. I mean, we'll see. Currently, he's not looking good for him though. Oh my god, Cesar said in tier 1 there can be 40 results. That's fine. I'll leave that for you, Cesar.
Yeah, he sat there and typed that earlier. I thought it was bad enough doing the maths for this, and when I saw the maths he had to sit there through, I respect the commitment. Someone's into the box then. That's Turbo Snail straight in. Honestly, I think Turbo Snail's doing the right thing.
Oh, Gremmick cuts the pits
follows
as well.
in.
Watch Chesney. See if Chesney chooses the box. He does not, so he stays out behind. A couple of people might get done for cutting the pit lane, which is a painful penalty to get on the final race of the season.
I suppose for Chesney, if I was in his situation, yeah, you would stay out because you just look for a way to mix things up from the situation you're at. But if you're at the front, I think pitting might be the right thing. Just get the hard one.
Yeah.
But most of them haven't decided to do that.
CT3's got onto these soft tyres, and Kurbold definitely cuts the pit lane there, so that's a penalty for Kurbold on lap 5. I'll quickly make a note of that. While we wait behind the safety car, so Johno now obviously in the lead of the train after starting P4. Lap 5 pit lane cuts.
Oh, they're all in stewards room doing it as well. That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, so it says already noting Gremmick and Bradders, yeah, which is entry, so we'll have to look at that, but I definitely know for a fact that Kurb would cut that. So I mean, we have that in our little admin chat as well, so thank you lads. I do my point, my service as well. Hamid Ben Salem, you've just been boosted. Yeah, so while we're waiting for this, obviously people are talking about Tier 1 Championship as well, so well, we've got a 2-way fight or 3-way fight in Tier 2. It's 5 drivers involved on the final day in Tier 1, so that should be interesting. If you want to watch that, that's at...
There's 10 place grid launches for Curable, ignoring the other tracks, involving his teammate.
Oh
dear. But yeah, of course, the favourite for that one sat here right with me.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
They're messing about with the order, they just need to get on with this. Whatever's happened, they just need to move on, and they're still messing about.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get another 10-second pen.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah. Oh, and he's just smashed straight into the back.
Really
oh my
Nitro,
god.
Yeah.
And he's got another 10-second. Oh my god.
Nitro gets one as well. And Nitro's lost his wings, so... Worst thing for these, the whole pack's back together.
Oh my god.
It's going to go in this lap, you'd imagine, and they're going to have to pit.
Flashback, guys? Flashback? Yeah, I mean, is that Kurbold with damage as well? I know, but Nitro definitely does.
Kurbold went into Kukra apparently.
The contact was very minimal there. Yeah.
Damage.
If he's gone into, yeah, he has. Oh my god, the throwers are going to have to double stack wing changes on the safety car restart.
Well, it's only an end plate, so I wonder if Kurbold will struggle on. But at the same time, he's got 20 seconds of penalties he needs to somehow get rid of.
But then, so yeah, if Kurbold chooses to pit, he has to wait for Nitro, and then he has to serve a 10-second penalty, and then he has to change his wing. He's going to be in the box for about 30 seconds. Oh no. Yeah, Ferrari strats well and truly at play here. Driller saying hopefully that happens in Tier 1 later.
We're all there for the 1-2 later.
That's absolute pain. I imagine safety car will be in this lap as well. No reason for it not to be. Everyone's bunched together.
People think for them. Everyone's bunched together, so it's going to go in those laps. Nitro's 100% going to come in. So here's serve a 10-second penalty as well.
It's not been called yet. Vegas does call it safety cars quite late though, and yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Obviously, we've had dangerous restarts in the past. Johno's not going slow enough. He might call the safety car here. He's gonna hit the limiter. He's gonna hit the limiter. Johno, you need to slow down, buddy.
Yeah, he needs to get around this corner before he sends it, but he's going to leave it to the line maybe, and I think he'll be fine. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, nice nearly then. So everyone bunched nicely up. Might be a bit dangerous towards the back, but
there's already a slight spin. Is that Troy falling down the order?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, ghosted down to P11 after Kurbold. So Kurbold stayed at all collision up ahead. Red Bull sideways. That's Gremic dropping down. It looked like he had damage as well. I thought I saw a bit of an end plate fly into the air, and it is Gremic with more wing damage. So there's some wounded cars driving around. They're all contact up ahead. Oh, multiple pile up here as well as Chesney and Kurbold lock wheels and go into the wall. Oh, and Troy's been flicked into the wall
again, and I think he's been given damage for that.
Kurbold's just driving dangerously without a wing. Yeah, it's Gremic trying to fight through the order, but it's Kurbold driving without a wing. He's just sliding into people. He slid into Chesney, pushed him deep into the corner, and that's meant Chesney's dropped all the way to 16 as he tries to get past Lippy's also not got a wing.
All of this action has let the front six break away by 4 seconds.
Yeah, already in one lap. Yeah.
K1 drops a couple of positions as they're squabbling up there as well.
So yeah, Cookro's jumped onto the lead of this train, but the gap already, yeah, like you said, 4.3 seconds. They're trying to squabble, but I mean, they're just going to drift further and further away if they don't sort each other out, and just trying to settle into some kind of train and work together as a little trio. I mean, I say trio, but everyone's in this train now. As Cookro gets very close to that ball. Who comes into the pits then? That's what I want to know. Troy's in. Which is painful. Straight after the restart, getting damaged like that. I mean, you can be back with Nitro, but
Kurbold struggles on them with his
I'll be surprised if he didn't pick up more damage from all those extra collisions. Like, he's so deep in every corner. It's good for with damage as well.
MightyBoo could look for a move then.
My CT3's lagged out as well.
That Turbo's now trying to get through Camper, and yeah, he does. So another yellow flag.
More damage for Chesney. Whether he's been flicked in the ball, but yeah, there's stricken damage of a McLaren tossed across the track. Wow. This is Vegas, guys.
Johno's going to run wide into the wall then.
Yeah.
Slips it now.
Well, it looks like with DRS activated as well, and the ERS advantage that Boo's got, you should fly past Johno here down the back straight. But someone else pounces as well, yeah. So Boo goes through. Well, the Turbo's going to look for a move as well. Oh, it's going to go side by side. Locks up. Oh, catches Johno.
Like contact. Yeah.
Makes it through though. Oh,
Bradders has a moment behind as he comes together with Camper.
Bradders, tried to send in a corner. That shouldn't really have been inviting us then.
Round with Faisal as well, further back. Chaos everywhere.
Very messy race to end the season on. I don't know how many cars have got damage. Lucas Champion in the chat as well, asking what his precious Ferrari lads are doing. Yeah, Nitro's having a stinker. They collided under the safety car. Laurie and Faisal in, and whether Faisal's going to call it a day yet.
Yeah. Chesney's calling it a day as well.
Yeah, so people had enough. Obviously, more damage to Chesney this lap as well, so that's enough for him. On to season 8 he goes. K1 slightly adrift of this front three then after all that collision.
Yeah, so they broke away in their DRS.
Oh, CT3, yeah.
What we've seen in recent races, Turbo getting involved in.
CT3, yeah, if you're listening, you need to leave the lobby and rejoin because it's glitched. I can always send you an invite back. So you've desynced.
You might need to quit out the whole lap.
Yeah, quit. Yeah, so it doesn't retire. You just quit the application on your PlayStation, and then I can send you an invite. Yeah, that's fine. I'll get you back in, lads. There we go. As Bradders then gets past K1 as well. Which goes very deep though, but gets it stuck. Whether K1 can have a run on Bradders though. I think Bradders has got damage as well. No, I think he's somehow got both of his end plates intact still, but yeah, very messy Vegas. To be expected really from Vegas considering the low grip. But some people just happy to tick it along now into season 8 and see the back of this track, or the back of the season depending on how the season's gone. I will actually call out Faisal as well and say that's his 5th retirement in the pits this season. So Faisal, not a man to see the checker flag unfortunately, which is a shame considering that's now 5 times in 8 races that Faisal's checked into the pits to retire. He's been called out.
I didn't realise there was that many, to be honest.
I put that on the slip. But still, Bradders then fighting with K1, that train even more separate from the front 3. Turbo, MightyBoo, johno now leading the way. Oh, MightyBoo very close to the wall there.
Yeah. I thought MightyBoo had gone into the ring, but
I thought his back end was just going to get stuck in the wall then and flick him into the wall.
If Turbo can run away with this does suit MightyBoo. Oh yeah, of course you'd love to win the final race and do it doing that way. At the end of the day, if they finish 2nd and 3rd, there's no possibility Johnny can win it. So.
Yeah. CT3, if you can only spectate, I don't know if you're back in the lobby, you need to actually join the session and try and take control of your car. Click square to go into the spectator menu and then it should let you select your car. If you still can't do that, maybe quit your application again and try to get back in. Yeah, both of them in, and John following him in, keeping it together, realising he just needs to copy what MightyBoo does and follow that strat.
Well, Avengers Clock, Turbo Snail and Bradders have all done the change to hard. Same with Clipper and Granite, Curebold as well, but obviously running damage. So there's quite a lot of them then who are already on these hard.
And can get to the end,
so, yeah, Turbo Snail and Bradders could go all the way to the end.
Any pit lane cuts, lads? Oh no. Nice and steady, just coming out of CT3. He's in the car supposedly, that's good to hear. Triswell, nice to see him struggling on as well after the damage, but now back with a fully functioning car, hoping he can push up and score some points on the final day of the season. I imagine Camper might be in this lap as well. Is Camper one of the cars with damage as well? There's so many cars with damage through the field as well.
I don't think Camper's damaged, I think that's only Granite. Is Granite still damaged? I'm trying to have a look.
I think he is, I think he's missing his right end plate.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. And you know what, he's doing well with the damage.
Gremic had damage
as well.
I can't remember what race it was, but the Gremic has done this before, where he's had damage and he's seen it out and he's driven very well considering he's got an injured vehicle. But I
guess this whole train might be damaged at this point.
Yeah. Mentally or physically. Depending on how the race has gone for them. I wonder if Camper's going to pit this lap. He is, yeah. So in comes Camper. Oh, he might speed into pits there. He does. It didn't look like he had that slowed down at all. Camper speeding into the pits. So even though he's going to fix that damage, he's got a 10-second over his name now as well.
Damage. He's coming straight
on.
I don't think that is actually damaged. Now I'm seeing a different angle of it.
Okay, maybe it was that Gremic. Gremic's the one with damage. Sorry, my apologies. I think. Talking about Gremic, he's K1 just backed out that move. They were looking for a bit of a scrap down into turn 4.
John's right on the back of MightyBoo then with the DRS, but with a lot less battery. But they're going to have to get a lot of overtaking done then to work their way back through this order.
Because technically, like you said, no one else is looking for a pit stop unless anything happens, obviously, but...
Maybe K1, because he's done a extra few laps, but even then, I think
13 more laps.
Trying to struggle to the end.
So he can do 24 laps on the hards. It's going to be, his tyres are going to be cooked to the end, but... This is going to be very interesting, because look, on track, they're neck and neck. Yeah, so Constella in the chat saying that, obviously johno, what he's doing is he's effectively just trying to copy MightyBoo, which can work because he's obviously, that's the safest strategy. He wants to keep him where he can see him, not lose him with the strategy battle. That's a good break. Yeah, so johno's doing what he needs to do. He needs to get ahead, and he needs to put a car or two between them. He needs to create some kind of buffer so that he can just rack up more points. He needs a couple of cars really to separate the pair.
Yeah, or if you can just drop MightyBoo from DRS at some point when they hit the cars in front, then potentially push on, just hope he works his way further through the order. But right now, the lower end point positions won't do enough for him, but he does take the fastest lap point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, CT3 has just sent you an invite as well, so hopefully you can get in. Although if your AI is just chucked into the pits for you. Get rid of those old softs. Cooper are very, very close to the back of Gremic as well. Both on 8 uphold hards.
It's all suddenly sort of settled down, really.
Out the front particularly, considering they're all on the same strats. Johno and MightyBoo were the one that were kind of separating the pack. But with those in the pits and out the way, yeah, I mean, 4 seconds. It's now what Kookaburra can do if he can get ahead of Gremic, which he should do with DRS. And he might be able to pull away from Gremic, considering Gremic is missing that right end plate. I don't know if... Well, I mean, I say that, but Kookaburra is also missing his end plate, so...
The only thing Kookaburra can do as well is win, and this is probably what he's already about 8 seconds off the lead.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a tough order, but MightyBoo's got back through johno further down as they hit the back of Felicity as well. So here comes the first chance for them to try and almost
break away from each other.
To get through Felicity and just separate from each other.
Yeah, because if MightyBoo makes a ballsy overtake, he might be able to drop johno. MightyBoo looking obviously for the overtake down to turn 3. Which he should get done. He's very, very close to him already before they go through turn 2. Oh, trying to... Yeah, gets it done, but johno's obviously right behind him. johno's going to slide through as well, so... They're like a little hunt pack, just cutting their way through the order. P8 and P9 now, both in the points. I think stand, it's still MightyBoo that's going to win the title. Nitro in the pits again, further back.
The tyres?
Ah yeah, he's had enough. Damage, penalties, I'm not too surprised from Nitro, but yeah, Lucas jumping in the chat, he's not going to be too happy if Ferrari ends up losing this to Red Bull. I get the gap up and see just how close they are in the constructors.
Well, Gremic's back into the podium positions on track as well as he gets swept through Kookaburra.
Yeah.
I think those two would just keep swapping as they go DRS setting to DRS setting because immediately Kookaburra's back through.
Yeah, both with damage as well. Yeah, I can't see one breaking away from another unless someone makes a major mistake. As johno's looking for the move then back, and he does a bit of defense actually put up from MightyBoo. Didn't really want to put that up easy, but lets him get through in the end. So switch again between P8 and P9. But yeah, talking about the constructors then, I'll quickly get up the battle between Ferrari and Red Bull. To be fair, Red Bull are 32 points.
He said he might go to the end, so johno takes that fastest lap and K1 goes into the pits to get through another car.
Alright, so johno's got that extra lap then that he needs, he's got the fastest lap. But someone like K1 now pitting onto fresh mediums, he might steal that away from him. I imagine he would. Fresh mediums, 10 laps to go.
Yeah, he's been showing a bit of pace here as well.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if he specs his damage as well for the back. He has, I think, yeah. So it's even more of a reason to think that K1 might be able to nick that fastest lap away from johno. Ruin his day. And Turbo having a nice quiet race up front. 4.4 seconds clear of Bradders, with Kookaburra another 4.4 back. So the trio all separated by around 9 seconds. And then Gremic right on the tail of Kookaburra as well in that fight for P3. Kookaburra got those 3 seconds as well, so even if it stays like this, Gremic will get that podium. I say that, but who knows what's going to be reported. Several collisions throughout this race, so I imagine penalties will get thrown away if people choose to obviously report them. That's the championship rival switch again down the main straight. Is there now right on the back of Kurabold now, so their next victim is up next as they approach. I mean, now they're into a whole gaggle of cars really. They got Ali and Kurabold here, and then it's that gap up to the front 4.
It's what's working well for MightyBoo. Both times he's managed to get ahead as they've got to the sort of, car they both need to get through, so he's not giving Johnny this chance to break away. Is he going to look for a similar move? He's going to try around the outside this time. And
Johno's driven into the back of Kerbal.
I was going to say Johnny's gone in the back of him. I don't think that's damage, but I don't think he's going to be able to follow through here, is he?
No, this could be the chance that MightyBoo could drop him here. Because he's now, the next opportunity he's going to get, really, is going to be towards the main straight, well, the long back straight. And this he goes for a dive bomb, which he doesn't really want to do. He doesn't want to do anything risky, but yeah, look at the gap.
It's curable with damage as well.
Oh, it's done.
Hole,
look at it, look at the gap.
There, but yeah.
He's just seeing his championship drive away into the distance. 1.6 seconds the gap now, so Johno, this might be it.
They're both racing with very little ERS as well. Jono has got some.
Johno
dive bomb and sends him into a wall.
And that's random. Yeah. And now just asking for a penalty then, because then if Kerbal reports that, it's going to be on him. Why would you do that when you've got the whole straight? Wow, Johno.
Especially if he got through there, he was just going to hand across the DRS advantage as well. So it was not the right place to go for the move.
Just sit behind.
MightyBoo's ready onto Ali then.
Yeah, ready. And then that's Johno 3.5 seconds adrift now as well. Just saying, imagine race fixing. Yeah, could never be you, buddy. Yeah. So people are saying race fixing. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying race fixing. In a way, he was very hard racing Johno, but at the same time, MightyBoo caught him at the easiest point of the race. In terms of the on-track overtaking opportunity. Johno got up to him through the windy parts of Sector 2. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if anything comes of Stuart's report after. Kerbal now pits, so he's only chooses to pit once all that's happened by him. There might be a wing change as well.
Yeah, at that point he would have got more damage, so... serving one of his 2 10-second penalties.
Yeah, fully adrift at the back now.
The Clipper is going to look to get back through Granick again, but it's just a case of constantly swapping slipstream and DRS between these two.
So MightyBoo passed Ali, so that's one car between them. I mean, Johno wanted that to be reversed. Chesney claimed, yeah, he's not happy with Kerbal. He's saying that he's let MightyBoo through and then slowed up on Johno. I mean, we saw that MightyBoo did the exact same move the lap prior or 2 laps prior on Zlippy. So I don't necessarily say that, but he did. He effectively backed him up through Sector 2 and let that gap just extend out. But still a rash move from Johno to try and go up the inside, going into onto the long back straight. Both thought he was Russell on Verstappen. 3.3 seconds adrift of Ali, yeah. MightyBoo's already dropped Ali by 1.7 seconds as well, so...
All MightyBoo needs to do is just keep this out of the walls, really, because he knows Clipper is not looking in a place to win this race, so that's going to rule him out. And in its case, even if Johno can get back through, you would expect if that's reported, Jono's going to get a penalty. Yeah. That's Laurie out of the race, in the pits, I think, though.
Yeah, Laurie in the pits. There's 4 retirements, all in the pits, unfortunately, on the finale, but still got 13 running out on track. Things still very close. I mean, MightyBoo's now within a second now, Gremick as well. Whether he's going to have DRS.
Again, yeah, he's got fresher tyres and also this pair of running damage as well.
Yeah, he might be able to pick both of them up, and then that moves them onto the podium positions in the final race as they switch yet again. Then Gremick, Kukabara. Johno started to make a bit of gaining into Ali as well, but like we said, that's over 5 seconds down the gap to MightyBoo, so he's gapped him, he's pulled away. I bet MightyBoo is licking his lips at the opportunity now of just walking away with his championship. I wonder, did K1 get the fastest lap as well?
I don't think I ever saw it come through. One of these things.
He did, yeah, 32.8. So yeah, K1 currently holds the fastest lap.
A curable as well, obviously pitting is going to be able to have a shot at it, but it's very low on the RS. So.
Yeah. Oh, still the same. Is this the third championship that Johno has managed to bottle? Well, Johno's been in a couple. He was fighting with Clipsy last season, whenever the last one was, when Clipsy won it. He also was in the fight with Poole and with Kurabold as well, and then unfortunately did not get that just because of a a pit lane cut from Kurabold.
Yeah. That was when Clipsy won it though, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. This might be the third one then. Third time is not a charm for Johno, as it's just slowly slipping away. It looks like him. Oh, safety car maybe. Has he got Slippy in the wall? Safety car.
Safety car.
What's he done? Yeah, I think he just ripped his tyre off on the wall and then driven through. He ripped his rear tyre off, I think that was. Wow. Championship may not be over yet because it's 6 laps to go. People coming into the pits. What do people do? Bradders cuts the pits again. Lap 19, another cut for Bradders. Ooh, did Johno just cut that?
I was on board and I don't think he did.
He's more just on the white line coming in, I think.
Yeah, as you expect, so everyone diving in. Kurabo's the only one who, well, Kurabo's too far back really to consider staying under that point. You surely want the 10 second penalty gone, so.
Wow, it's going to be a bit of a tasty end. Oh, and then Johno's, I thought Johno was just in the pits, but just a bit of lag there. He's going to come out just behind his teammate then.
Was there like double stack?
I was going to say, yeah.
Wing.
I think he has.
But
revenge for Monaco.
10 seconds back? Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, the gap. To be fair, the gap might. I don't know. It depends on them.
I suppose if Johno had damage, and also the wing change potentially, but
it's interesting then seeing this. So the front two were on the mediums. Gremic, more importantly, has got rid of his penalty as well. Oh, he didn't have a penalty, did he? But has he changed his wing? I think Gremic's still. Is he still? Yeah, he's still missing that. So Gremic, fully happy driving around without an end plate. Still got good pace as far as he is aware as well. I don't know what Turbo was trying to go down a different track there. But yeah, this is painful for Kookaburra. So even though he's still in the mix, then that 3 second penalty hanging over his name is going to crush him.
Interestingly enough as well, Turbo and Bradders have both gone for the medium tyre, not back in the softs to the end. Yeah. Everyone else in the softs, apart from CT33, who stayed out on medium. And now, whether or not he's going to dive into the pits for this lap, I guess we'll find out.
John, I'm not happy with Kookaburra in the chat as well. In the actual Discord chat. Bit of movement between John and K1 as well. I think that's sorted itself out. So I'll probably be in next lap, so we'll have 4 laps of racing. 3 laps of racing. Once Kurabold's and CT3 have caught up to the back of the pack. Wow.
This is the problem for Johno though.
K1's just going into the back of Johno. And then Troy's going into the back of K1. Oh, so it's going to be the exact same situation as before.
Troy's missing an end plate.
Yeah, and K1's missing an end plate again. I think John has survived that, but Troy's had nothing but bad luck this race. People just slowing down, just not paying attention behind the safety car, and then almost stopping, catching drivers out behind.
It's one of those, a 10-second penalty, depending what it looks like, he might be able to report that and get it off, but again, he's now going to drive the last few laps between them.
I think that would get removed if Troy decides to chuck them a ticket. Obviously it depends. Final race, usually people can't be asked to report stuff as it's the end of the season anyway. But obviously that would be able to come off as it's, it's not 10-second worthy. When the game just decides to distribute these 10-second penalties, it's just massively overkill. You haven't killed anyone, you just had a little collision behind the safety car. Kurabold then just catching up to the pack now, still 10 seconds to drift or so, but will be caught up. So we should get underway at the end of this lap. And we can Let's see what these final 3 laps bring us then. Let's see if that changes.
All MightyBoo needs to do is avoid chaos.
Yeah.
Because if Johno does get reported being on board with that, you would highly expect him to get a penalty for it.
Yeah.
But if MightyBoo, gets shoved off or something in this and gets involved in something himself, we know it, anything can happen.
I mean, it's the little things, like if he's fighting with Gremic hasn't got all his wing. If Gremic goes deep and puts him into a wall, it's game, set, and match. Safety car, he's in his lap though. Yeah. It's time to see what the restart's like. Is Turbo going to take it as long as Johno did? To be fair, safety car got called a lot earlier this time, so Turbo can back the pack up.
He's going much slower as well to let it go. So I wonder if he is planning on sending this earlier.
Still backing them up. Slowly picking up the pace, and he's gone. Yeah. So Turbo tries to catch some napping. I don't think he's really caught Bradders particularly napping. 4/10 seconds back. So MightyBoo then looks to get stuck in. Oh, nearly collides with Gremic. He does not want to have any. He just needs to keep it nice and steady. As Johno is now behind his teammate as well, makes a collision with the wall though and gets K1 all over him. K1 decides to back out of it though. Wonder if there's going to be any team games at Visa Cash App. They've already got the championship wrapped up for the constructors. I wonder if they're going to play team games.
He could throw the freezing penalty. He does not stand a chance in this. So yeah, you would surely expect.
You'd hope, yeah.
Let Johno go. And that's who wants to race through his own point pattern.
Paul's in the chat as well. Happy birthday, lad. MightyBoo's about to win the championship if you've just joined as well. Got the gap to Johno. A couple of cars separate them as well. So we'll have to see how things go. Johno though, he's not on the back. He's not right on the gearbox of his teammate. So if he needs to cut through the pack, he needs to be making a move on. He needs to be flying up. As Bradders then looks for a move on Turbo to take the lead. Turbo trying to fight it. But yeah,
has he gone too early for when the DRS comes back?
I think he has. I think Cooper looks...
is though, you start messing with that, you've got the pack behind us. Yeah. Cooper gets your rally.
So now Johno's opportunity then is alley up ahead to see if he can get past him, completely emptying his ERS. So he's trying to fly through. It's empty. No ERS left for him. But that's going to come back and bite him. But he's got past Ali, up into P6. He squeezes Ali. And K1 looks to slide through as well. With the side by side through turn 2. Yeah, Ali then dropped 3 positions that lap. Yeah, it's a nice and easy front between the V-carbs. Salutes as he goes through. Alex, yeah, V-carb. V-carb did win both, yeah. Cooper and Johno did win Tier 2, and then myself and Mr. Chimpanzee's Ghost were victorious in Tier 1. So next up the road for Johno is MightyBoo, still stuck behind Gremic. Although he doesn't have to do anything bold or anything, because like we said, he's in the position, if it finishes right now, the championship is still here.
Yeah, I think he's just going to play it safe, isn't he? Yeah. I think Gremic's lost the front two as well, so you'd imagine that the battle's going to be
easy picking
between the two who picked in the mediums from the late safety car.
He's managed to get a nice little gap because Jono's lagged out.
Disconnected.
Or whether he's just realised it's done. I don't know if he's just kind of rage quit. But yeah, Bradders has gone too early because Turbo sat behind him. Turbo literally came off the throttle there rather than making the overtake. I'll try and get Johno back in just in case.
Yeah, I'm offering him an invite.
Oh, if he'll jump on, that's fine then. I mean, he's already down to 10th. The MightyBoo then rubs the salt in the wounds and gets the fastest lap as well on those soft tyres.
He's somehow back with the front two. I've gone to invite him, and before you know it, I come back together, and he's only 2 tenths off of second.
He could still win this race. 1 lap to go after this. And Troy's had a moment at the back.
Yeah, he's lost more of his wings. So
it's been a pain for them for the season. Constructors champions last time out. And driving for McLaren. Oh, contact between Kurbold and Camper. Kurbold had a rough day at the office. Multiple collisions, so I don't know what's going to get reported after all those Kurbold collisions with him driving around without a wing. collision with Johno, collision with Chesney, Curveball has been involved in multiple incidents. K1 then lanks that as well.
I think I'll quickly
send him one.
So.
I'll send him one.
Actually, I might not. Yeah.
K1, where are you, buddy?
Let Johno know if I go for you for
Curveball then dropping all the way to the back as Kookaburra gets past Ali, but should have DRS as well to fly through. As Turbo then chooses to then go up front then, going for the final lap. Bold strategy for him. Oh, MightyBoo does not want to get involved in this.
Well, I suppose with Johno dropping so far back now, he can just try and race and just see if he can win the last one.
But at the same time, I wouldn't really want to try and get it too much to the point that he might retire. He's going to look for a move in turn 1, I think.
I think even if he retires though, he's got the drivers and the maps now, so he can just try and aim to win the last race.
Yeah, but it's whether it penalties, I wouldn't necessarily want that there, because you don't know, penalty-wise, several people, I mean, in terms of pit lane cuts, I think Bradders might have 2 to his name, that's already 6 seconds that he's dropping back.
Trying to play it sensibly and stick behind Turbo, but the problem with this is with Bradders and Grummet right there, all it takes is one of those just to decide to slightly early, and before you know it, you're not in sort of the attendance room.
Yeah. Grummet right with the front 3 as well, so Grummet having a very, very solid race to end the season. Both the Rebel drivers really. Camper sat in P7 as well, looking like it'd be P6 after he gets promoted.
Yeah, Bradders is going to go for the position on track already, so he's going to look to get back P2.
Yeah, Boo playing it sensible, just backing out. These two don't really want to squabble and then risk their chance of the win if that's what they're going for, because Turbo's gone. Turbo's gone early, and he looks like he might have the gap. 7/10 down the back straight. They've both got plenty of ERS. It's whether Bradders or MightyBoo can claw it enough to make a dive bomb. Do a Leclerc on Perez.
Bradders has drained his entire ERS.
Troy's out as well at the back. Yeah, it's not enough. Oh, a bit of action behind. Oh, MightyBoo. Nearly that could have ended very badly, but yeah, Turbo looks like he's got it covered then, so Turbo crosses the line to win the season finale then. Turbo wins in Las Vegas. Bradders, yeah. So Nikolai saying nice ERS management. Yeah, Turbo doing everything he needed to do going on to that final lap. Securing the win then. Bradders P2. MightyBoo is your Season 7 champion then. After it, I mean, even with penalties and stuff attached, I don't see that changing in terms of that aspect. I believe that will be MightyBoo winning Season 7. So congratulations to him, and congratulations on Turbo as well, winning in Season 7, I believe, for the first time. Finally, after a couple of bad races, lads, you finally locked in and managed to get a win, so congrats.
Yeah, Turbo takes, MightyBoo takes fastest lap as well and all of that. Yeah. So yeah, he takes some extraordinary to snatch this away from him. But my prediction that's going to be coming. So.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll obviously keep an eye on reports, etc., and we'll know for sure what the outcome is tomorrow. So if you want to keep an eye on the Discord tomorrow, you'll see the final results in terms of who's won the race, for example, who's been penalised, and then the final driver standings. And we've quickly flicked through the order, but yeah, Turbo getting his win in Season 7, well-earned result, started P2, got the win. Brads as well drove very well considering those two on the mediums at the end. Boo and Johno fought basically neck and neck the whole race. MightyBoo comes out on top, finishing P3, while Johno disconnected and a couple of collisions in amongst that's dropped him down out of the points completely as well. So painful day at the office. Ali finishing P5 after starting P15, so a good comeback race for him. So we look forward to having him on the grid next season. I think I can confirm that pretty much. And do you know what? I'll quickly see on the race director to see if we have any pit lane cuts. Slam dunk on it. Curveball with one on lap 5. Nitro with one there. Anyone else? That's just those two. Just the
bottom, but
Ferrari boys then, yeah. Painful day for them. Hopefully it goes better for the Ferrari boys up in Tier 1. Up next. No, boy, I see there, of course, from the comp speed. Wow.
Paul will win on his birthday, won't he?
Final race was always going to be a bit of chaos. And wow. Very chaotic race, very messy. But to be fair, it was a good watch, so I can't really complain. On to next season then in Tier 2. So hopefully we see a fair amount of drivers that are on this grid come back again to fight for the title, fight for top 5, fight for wherever they're capable of fighting. And a couple of new drivers thrown in the mix just to make it a bit more interesting as well. We might see a couple promoted up into Tier 1. So we might see some graduates. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see who then steps up into the top division and how sweaty that becomes. But yeah. Up next though is Tier 1, where we've got another championship to be decided. Constructors with the VCARB already decided. But the drivers, 5 drivers still in the mix for it. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see who gets their hands on the trophy. Yeah, like we said, it's between the VCARB boys, F1 Kid, Zinc, and Herpex Vampy. Herpex obviously leading Chimp by 1 point coming into the final race, so plenty can happen. Whether we see Mr. F1 Lightning cut through the fields and then succumb the deficit. I mean, Zinc's still very far off the top as well, so I'll let Mr. Sezoy and Wildstorm go through that in a bit. The stream should
got
start.
a lot to go through.
Yeah. Sezoy going through about 7,000 word document about the championship permutations and stuff. So yeah, that's on in 45 minutes or so. So if you're interested in watching that, please stick around. Obviously, if you're still interested in racing as well for season 8, that's 2 weeks or so away. So please go into Discord and check a sign up in, and we can get back to you on that. But yeah, if you're interested in just watching Tier 2, we'll be back in 2 or 3 weeks, depending on whether we stream a pre-season race, which I imagine we might be able to. And then yeah, if you're just interested in watching the Tier 1 as well, that'll be on shortly. And me and Reese, though, we will see you on comms next season, in season 8. Thank you and goodbye.